From orphan to leader, a true redemption story. His mother gave him away as a baby. He grew up in a place where no one believed in him. But by the time he turned 17, he wasn't just a survivor. He became a national leader. This is the untold story of Daniel Osei and how he went from being an orphan to leading a generation. In a small village in Ghana, a baby boy was born to a poor couple. They named him Daniel Osei. His mother, Akosua, had been barren for 12 years. When Daniel finally came, she made a promise to God. "If you give me a son, I'll give him back to you." When he turned 4, she packed a tiny bag, held his hand, and walked him to an old missionary orphanage. She knelt, hugged him tight, and whispered, "You belong to God now." And then she left, just like that. The matron took him in, but Daniel never forgot the look in his mother's eyes. The orphanage was rough. Kids fought. Food was scarce. Electricity came once a week. Daniel didn't talk much, but every night he'd kneel by his tiny bed and whisper, "God, if you're really there, use me." At 11, he started helping the elderly pastors sweep the church hall before dawn. At 13, he could recite full chapters of scripture from memory. At 15, he began writing in a small red notebook, "One day I'll speak to thousands. One day I'll raise leaders. One day I'll change this country." The older kids laughed. "You? Change Ghana? You don't even have a family." But Daniel kept sweeping, kept serving, and kept dreaming. One night, the pastor collapsed. A large crowd had gathered for a revival service. The guest speaker hadn't shown up. Panic, confusion. Then a quiet voice from the back. "Let me speak." It was Daniel, 16, no microphone, no notes, just his voice and his story. He spoke for 10 minutes. The room went silent, then people cried. He didn't quote big names, he didn't shout, he just said, "I was abandoned, forgotten, but I was never alone." That night, something changed. A video of his speech went viral. Churches called, schools called, even the president's youth office called. By 17, Daniel had spoken to over 300,000 young people across the country. His red notebook became a national bestseller. He launched a foundation for abandoned children, building homes, schools, and leadership academies. Newspapers called him the Orphan Prophet, but he never forgot where it started. The broom, the prayers, the silence, and the whisper, "Use me." Daniel wasn't born into greatness, he was born into pain. But he gave his pain a purpose. You don't need a perfect past to create a powerful future. You just need to say yes when your moment comes. If this story moved you, don't scroll past. Tell me in the comment section. What can you say about God in the story? What can you say about man? What do you learn in the story that you want to start doing? Like, comment, share. And remember, your story is just getting started.